Hey guys, it's Mr. Gallion. This is another one of my Mr. Gallion's favorites kind of videos, which I don't think this one's going to get a whole lot of hits because I don't know how many of you guys are board gamers or interested in it, but here it is. This is what you got, okay? This time I'm going to talk about board games that are some of my favorites, and I will say there are a lot of board games that I like. In fact, you can see a number of them behind me, and there are some that I maybe even like more than some of these, but I'm pulling these out because these are games that are either relatively cheap, or they're things that you might actually want to grab and play yourself. Some of the games I really like, there's one up here, it's called 1960, The Making of a President. That game takes like 3 hours to play. My wife has only played it with me like twice because it's way too long. I'm not going to recommend that, even though it's a pretty great game. I don't know. If some of you guys want to play it with me at some point, let me know. But it's really cool. I'm not gonna talk about that too much in this video. So I've got 4 games I'm gonna pull out. I'm gonna try to talk about them each for like, I don't know, minute and a half. So hopefully I can keep this below 6 minutes, let's say. All right. The first recommendation for you is Dixit. Dixit is really good. Okay. Dixit is a great game because it can be played by anybody. Like literally, I've played it with people who are in their 60s. I've played it with my daughter who's 6. Okay. But she doesn't totally get it, but she gets a pretty good idea. So what happens is you have all these cards that are really creative. There's some really cool artwork in them. So here you can sort of see there's some kind of a, I don't know, squirrel or something on top of a building that's burning. Got a lady who's, I don't know what's going on. There's a rose there. It's wintertime. And I've got this thing. It's a dude who's steering a boat in a storm, but there's a rainbow. Okay. So what you do is you look at this card. And I might look at this one and say, this reminds me of Noah, all right? The story of Noah or the Ark or whatever. So I could say Noah's Ark, I could say Noah, I could say the Ark, I could say Genesis, that's the book of the Bible that's from. And then I put my card down. And everybody else looks at their hand and they pick out the card that they have that they think best fits that description, okay? And then everybody votes to try to figure out which one is the right one, and you get more points for getting correct guesses. If everybody gets it, like if I just say Noah's Ark, everybody's going to get this thing, probably, okay? If I say Genesis, maybe not everybody gets it. So anyway, it's pretty cool. It's all about picking things that you know the family or the friends might be able to identify, but not everybody. And it's kind of cool, okay? I like it a lot. It's Dixit. There are a bunch of different versions of it. It really doesn't matter which one you get. They're all about the same. They're all good. They all have cool artwork, so go for it. The second one I'm going to go with is a game called Avalon, all right? If you've ever played Mafia, you kind of know what Avalon is all about. Except it's a stripped-down version. You can play it with between 5 and 10 people. So because of that, I don't get to play it quite as often as I'd like because we don't usually have 5 to 10 people just hanging around the house. It's usually, bigger groups of family or whatever. But what happens is everybody in the game is told you're either on like King Arthur's side or you're on the side of evil. You want to betray King Arthur. And then you go on these different missions made up of people that are chosen by individuals around the table. And it's a bluffing game, right? So I might actually be evil, but I say, no, I want to partake in this mission, choose me. And so I'm on this mission along with a bunch of other people, and then everybody just votes. Does this mission succeed or fail? And if I vote that it fails, it's a secret vote, then people are trying to deduce, okay, who in this mission is betraying us? And the job of the good guys is to figure out who the bad guys are, and the job of the bad guys is to make the missions fail so that the whole thing is a failure. It's really, that might sound a little too complex, but it's really pretty simple. Again, if you've ever played Mafia, it's a great scaled down version, so if you don't have, 10 people to play with or whatever, this is pretty good. I like it. It's really cheap. This is the cheapest game I've got here, so check it out. I'm going to recommend this one, even though it feels like it's in bad taste. This is Pandemic Iberia. Some of you might have played the other Pandemic version. There are a bunch of different versions. I think they're all probably really good. This is my favorite that I've played so far, and I've only played 2, so, But basically, you've got these diseases that are breaking out in Spain, and you have different characters who are trying to run around and end the breakout before it becomes a worldwide pandemic. Which it'd be nice if we could stop that. So you've got like the railwayman who can travel a little further on his turn, and you've got the sailor, the captain, who can travel by boat without expending a lot of things. You've got a nurse who can heal more people. But everybody has a role, and you work together to try to keep this outbreak from getting worse. So basically you do what you want to do on your turn, and then you have to draw a card from the deck where basically the virus spreads, and it tells you where it's going to spread. And you work together to keep it from overtaking Spain, in this case. Iberia is Spain and Portugal. That's it. It's a great cooperative game. I love it, and I think you would too, so check that out. Some of you guys might have played Ticket to Ride before. I don't actually like Ticket to Ride. I think Ticket to Ride is way too vanilla and boring, but there's some fantastic expansion. So if you've played Ticket to Ride and you're like, I don't know, maybe Ticket to Ride United Kingdom would be good. And there's actually another map in here that's Pennsylvania, where the Pennsylvania map adds stock. You buy stock in the railroad as you go through the game. The United Kingdom one, basically you can't go beyond England itself until you use cards to get new technology, and that technology then allows you to travel to Ireland or Scotland or whatever. And it's pretty cool. I like it a whole lot better than vanilla Ticket to Ride, and if you're bored of Ticket to Ride, that's a good option. The last one I'd play is, board gamers know this game, like, because it's been around for a long time, but it's really pretty cool. It's Carcassone is the name of it. Carcassone is a game where you get a tile, and I'll show you on the back of the box. You've got all these different tiles. You get to lay them out on the board, and when you pick, all you do is you take a tile and you set it down, okay, and it has to match up the tile next to it. So if this is the one that's already down, and I draw this, there you go, now you can see it. I can't do that because you see there's a road on this one, and up here it's a river. That doesn't work, okay? And then once you put stuff down, you can claim like the road, or you can claim the city, or you claim the farmland, and you get points as the whole board takes shape. It's kind of cool because you might have a really great plan, like you're building this big city that's going to get you all these points, and then somebody else pulls a tile and they put it down, and now your city, instead of being huge, is, you know, teeny tiny, and there you go. So you can really screw up other people's plans, and if that's your kind of game, I think you would like Carcassone. Y'all, I've got a whole bunch more. If you're interested in this, let me know. I can tell you more about these. I can go more in depth about these. Just you know, tell me if you have any questions about any of this. Tell me down below if you're interested, and if not, cool. That's fine. Y'all, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're being safe, and I hope to see you guys real soon. Bye.